let's jump right into the video. If you don't watch Baddies, then you're not gonna relate to what I'm speaking on. So this is for my people who strictly watch Baddies every Sunday. Now, Summer, we got introduced to Summer last season, or it was season before. One of them seasons. I think this is Summer's second season. Don't make me lie to y'all, but if you know Summer, you know Summer. When we got introduced to Summer, she was a fan favorite. Like, she loud, she crazy, she said what's on her mind. She like a hood girl that they gave the money to. You feel me? She's a very beautiful young lady, and I feel like she's misunderstood at times. And this is me from my perspective of how I see she carries herself on social media and also on the show. I feel like she's one of the ones who she's not really like faking it. I feel like she is being herself. Like, everyone on there are themselves. They can kind of cosplay into a character. But me personally, I feel like Summer is who she is on and off the TV screen. When I first got introduced to her, I did feel like she was a little annoying because she was always just talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. You know how as a young child, it's a time and it's a place, and you have to learn that as you grow older. It's still some adults who still don't know there's a time and a place for stuff, and she's one of them. I know from her time on there, she fought a lot. She didn't care. I can just tell, like, she wanted a lot of camera time. And obviously, getting a lot of camera time is going to draw you to the fans, whether they like you or they don't. She quickly became a fan favorite, and then she became a fan, not it. Like, fans, I saw, like, it shifted to where they liked her, then they didn't. This specific episode, I had to speak about. I don't do Baddies reviews. I'm not a person to where after every episode, I review it. I'm strictly reviewing this one because it's like a part of me, I agree, and a part of me, I disagree. The situation that happened between Summer and Taseki, I saw how it's like sprawled from a live. How Summer was on live, she was cursing in front of children, and Taseki was like, you know, she shouldn't be cursing in front of children on live. And then Summer made the comment to where she was like, well, you shouldn't have done what you done with your sister, like, at a young age, like that. And I don't mean to laugh, but like, Summer, she's blunt. Like, she don't care. She gonna say what she gotta say, and she don't care who it's pertaining to. Now, it is a way to be confident. Like, nobody can shut you up, but sometimes it is best to shut up. Because, yeah, you're giving your opinion, but everybody don't take stuff the same way. And other people take stuff too hard. Like, they will really F you up over something that you say. And I feel like this situation, Summer should learn from. Because, yes, it is family business. And this is a big accusation of, like, sexually assault, or the RAPE, however you want to get it, however you want to call it. This is a major thing. So, I don't agree on how, like, she shouldn't have said it. I feel like she can say what she want to say. It is a time and a place, but she did come at her about, oh, she shouldn't be cursing in front of kids. So if you're going to say something to somebody, it's not a line drawn to where, oh, we can't cross that line. You feel what I'm saying? That's like me. If I'm arguing with somebody and you telling me something, okay, then I'm going to say something back. And you can't be like, oh, such and such is off limits. You know what I'm saying? Because if we're arguing and you coming at me, then don't tell me how to come back at you. So that part, I disagree on how, like, she shouldn't have said that. She can say what she want to say, but she gotta take accountability for the consequences. So, yeah, Taseki said what she said. Summer said what she said. And that's just a soft spot for Taseki. So now that part is where it comes into play on how like Summer kept saying like, you know, leave me alone, back up during the episode when Taseki was like picking at her, trying to make her fight. I understand that's a soft spot for Taseki. So now it's back on Taseki on how she retaliates. She knows she can whip Summer. Summer can't fight. You feel me? She gonna defend herself, but she's not a fighter like Taseki is. That part, I can't agree on Summer because you said what you said. So now you can't say how she can retaliate. And she gonna retaliate with her fist. Like, I was laughing in the video when she was like, that's a gorilla to Natalie. That was so funny. Because you can tell, like, Taseki has been hurt. Like, she got a lot built up. She have a lot going on. All that stuff that's on social media about their family. Like, you don't never want your family business to be broadcasted. But, hey, that's what's going on with their family. A lot of people are against Summer because they feel like she started it and she said that. But actually, Krishan started it. Krishan was the one that started with the accusation. That's a big accusation against your own blood. You're not going to say something like that if that really didn't happen. Because you know that's going to mess up your sister's reputation. And people going to look at her differently. You know what I'm saying? Even her own kids going to look at her differently. So, I feel like when Summer said it, Taseki and Krishan didn't really amend it. Like, no matter, Taseki was like, Krishan apologized to her, but how she was reacting in this episode and how she still had a lot of anger built up and aggression, it's like you and Krishan never really got over that situation. She still heard about it. So when Summer came in and said that, it just made the situation worse. And even with the stuff with like Dolly and Lex, how they portrayed it on the episode, Summer was intoxicated. She was like jumping in other people's conversation, trying to get camera time, trying to be seen. That part, I disagree with. Like, I disagree with Summer because you were doing a lot. But I also get how when Dolly and Anna had their exchange, I could see Summer's frustration because, you know, her and Dolly cool. So, what you and Anna got this little, you know, got going on. I don't mess with Anna. You feel me? They grown. You can talk to who you want to, but it's a lot of, it becomes drama and toxic when there's too many women in one room, okay? Obviously, Anna and them, they like Dolly and Lex. They just don't like Summer. But Summer is the big three with Dolly and Lex. So it's like they like 2 out of the 3. So that's going to cause conflict. Because I know Summer is like, look, you going to mess with them or y'all going to mess with me? Y'all can't mess with both. That's how some people are. They not going to be cool with you if you talking to their enemy. I can see how Summer was frustrated because, yeah, Dolly and Lex trying to calm Summer down, telling her to shut up. But if she don't want to shut up, she don't have to shut up. She a grown woman. And I feel like they could have, like, been on to second, like, yeah, man, calm down. Like, it's over with. Like, you feel me? Because Summer was just like, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. And if you're constantly not leaving her alone, then she kept talking. You feel me? So, with that part, I feel like Lex was just more trying to calm her down with her mouth, but I feel like Dolly was more stepping in physically, like pulling Summer and telling her, like, you know, like, come here, like she even broke her fall in the episode. Like, you feel me? I feel like Dolly did more than Lex did. So I see why Lex and Summer really had their heated moment, because Summer felt like Lex didn't have her back like that. You know what I'm saying? You got this big gorilla coming at me and you just telling me to keep shutting up, but you're not physically helping me, then yeah, I would have felt some type of way too, because if you're my friend and I stick up for you, then stick up for me. And I felt like in that moment, Summer felt like she was by herself. You know, all that chaos going on, that's how it can get. In a moment, you're my friend, but if I don't feel like in a moment you don't have my back, then you don't have my fucking back. You feel me? I don't mean to curse, but that's real shit. Like, if I'm like in a blackout mode, I'm drunk, I'm messed up, whatever, and I feel like you ain't doing enough, then you ain't doing enough. So I feel Summer. I really feel Summer. This episode was actually a good episode, even though they had a lot of chaos going on. But all in all, I feel like Taseki and Chrisean as sisters, they don't have a bond. Like, they just doing what they do for cameras. I respect Chrisean for being more reserved and calm. And you can just tell, like, Taseki she still got a lot of buildup going on. Yes, Summer did make the comment, but Taseki gotta make amends with Chrisean over that comment. Summer just said it because that's how she retaliated with her words. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like Summer can be misunderstood. Yeah, she loud. She said what she want to say, whatever, but that's her personality. And nobody not going to stop that girl from being herself. You feel me? So I had to speak up on that. Y'all tune into Baddies. I know me making this video today, I'm going to get some backlash under the comments, but it is what it is. That's my opinion. So y'all like, comment, subscribe, and I'm going to see y'all on my next video.